Hello, everyone. Today I want to talk about friends and friendship because that's the thing I've been thinking the most about recently. First of all, I want to bring out what kinds of friends I think there are that I noticed, especially recently. And the first kind is what I call ice friends. And why I call them ice friends is because it's like you know each other. Maybe it's a family member or a friend someone you met like at a club or something, but it's nothing deep about it or what to say. There's no broken ice, so that's why they become ice friends. So there's more politeness, cold talk, nothing really like that connects to you or to them. And then there's what I call wind friends because they come and go, and it can become like it you can become pretty good friends at a short amount of time, but after a while it's just like it's there and then it's not there. And then it might come again after a few weeks or months, but it's nothing that stays kind of solid, or what to say. It's like, for example, for me, I go to a lot of conventions and stuff, and there I can meet people I become really good friends with right away, and we talk, and it's all great. But then, I mean, after a convention, I might give them my number or whatever, but we don't really talk afterwards. It's just, it was fun at that time and that place, but after that, it's kind of like, well, that's that. But it was still a really good, like, we really had a good time with them. And then there's solid friends who are like rock. I call them rock friends because they are always there. You can always count on them. It's someone you might talk with every now and then during the week. You hang out kind of often. You have a good time together when you hang out, and it's like someone you know that is always there. But I mean, it's from person to person. But for me, I can feel like though they are solid good friends, I might not share my deepest secrets or whatever with them. It's just that I really have a good time with them, and that's good enough for me. And then there's more passionate kind of friend. It's like a fire with them. I call them fire friends because you can show your true emotion, your true kind of fire within you, I guess. Um, it's like you don't really keep any secrets at all with them. You can have these really deep talks with them, and you feel like you're really showing your true emotions and thoughts and anything with them without feeling ashamed, and they do that with you. And to me, they're kind of the best kind of friend you can have because you're not hiding anything from them, and then you probably feel the most fulfilled being with them. Um, and yeah, those the four kind of friends I think you usually have. Maybe there's more or less probably, but in my experience, this is the most common ones for me. And then I also want to bring up that you should not think of friends as someone you have to be with if you don't want to. Like last time I talked about relationships, um, because that is someone you choose. You choose apartment to stay with or to leave. But the same thing should go with friends. But I know it doesn't because it's more blur without like if you should hang out with them or not, even though you might not want it or you feel like it's toxic or whatever the reason is. But we should remind ourselves that it isn't like you don't have to be with them if you don't want to, or you don't have to talk with them if you don't feel like it. but I know that it's um, hard to not do it because it's a kind of politeness thing. I mean, I shouldn't. I mean, don't mean you should avoid everyone who talks with you that you feel like but it's like if it's someone who keeps talking with you often and you feel like, oh, I don't want to do this or something, then you should be able to stop it. But I guess it's much harder than having a partner because there's probably not even a word for breaking up with a friend, you know? It's more like, are you friends or you're not? um, it's in a way it's more complicated than being in a relationship because there you know that you have a choice. It might be difficult still, but it's not the kind of same thing as with friends. But then, as I said, like with 4 different times, it could be a friend that you just met at a convention and then it's like over and all this stuff, or it's. I mean, it also depends on what each of you wants. Maybe you want like maybe you want them to be a wind friend, if you know what I mean. Like you just want them to be someone that you hang out with them, but then it's fine. You don't really need to talk with them anymore, or you don't feel the need to hang out with them anymore. While they might feel like, oh, I want to be really good, like I want to be a solid friend with you. I want to hang out with you all the time. And that's a conflict, but either it can be solved or you have to do something about it. It's a difficult situation, but yeah, it can happen. And lastly, I want to bring up, like, I want to say that you're never alone, even though you think you are. I mean, everyone can feel alone. I think everyone does feel alone in a certain way, but they just don't say so, or they do. But like, I think we're all in the same boat there, actually, about feeling alone or not, because we all want someone to be able to talk with and connect with, but we need to know that there are more people than ourselves who wants the same thing. So there's always someone out there for you. You just have to find them, and to find them, you have to dare and to go out there and be yourself and show that, hey, this is me, and just see where it goes. And then you probably make a lot of friends that way. I mean, for me, that it worked very well for me. I used to be pretty shy, but I'm not so much anymore. And when I go to these conventions or gatherings or whatever it is, it's really easy for me to just talk with everyone, and you notice who you connect better with or not. Like some people, you feel like you don't have anything to talk about, or you don't connect well, and then it's fine. You just leave each other alone. But you will notice when it's someone who like have the same interest, or you just connect really very well, or you joke about stuff, and I don't know, you just will know when it happens. And I just want to say this because I have a friend who is kind of in this situation. She wants more friends, but she's too shy to get out there and just talk and be herself. And she was like, "Oh, no one wants to be friends with me." And then I say like, "No, you can't say that because, I mean, it's unfair for you to tell them that to speak for them that they don't want to be friends with you, because you don't know that, and you can't say that you already showed yourself because you haven't, like, because she can be really shy, and when you're shy you're not really you're showing yourself, and you need to show yourself to then be able to judge if people like you or not. But I'm pretty sure whoever you are, you will find people who like you for who you actually are. So that's not something to worry about. It's just to get out there and see what happens. Then I don't think I have any more to say. But yeah, don't feel lonely. There's always someone out there. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.